This video is about simple chemical reactions, covering chemical changes and reactions involving acid and oxygen. We will begin by discussing chemical change. The world around us is made up of many different materials. Take a moment to consider how many different materials you can identify in this bedroom setting. Materials can be changed in different ways. A physical change alters a material's size, shape, or state of matter, like ice melting. Physical changes are often easy to reverse. What is the reverse of ice melting? A chemical change creates a completely new material. For example, a bicycle left outside can become rusty. Chemical changes are very difficult to reverse. Could you change a rusty bicycle back to a non-rusty one? We can categorize changes as either physical or chemical. A chemical change is also called a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is represented by a word equation. Reactants go to products. The starting materials are reactants, and the new materials produced are products. What does the arrow mean? The word equation for the formation of water is hydrogen plus oxygen yields water. Name the reactants and the product of this reaction. Let's test your knowledge. First, in a chemical reaction, are the properties of the reactants and products exactly the same, very different, or very colorful? Second, when a chemical reaction takes place, can the products be turned back into the reactants very easily, with difficulty, or with a magic wand? Next, the speed of a chemical reaction is always very slow, always very fast, or can range from very slow to very fast. Finally, the products of a chemical reaction are shown on the left-hand side of a word equation, always, sometimes, or on Thursdays. Question 5. The arrow in the middle of a word equation means turn right, react to make, or equals. Question 6. The starting materials involved in a chemical reaction are said to act like each other, react with each other, or read to each other. Question 7. Which of these processes is an example of an everyday chemical reaction? Freezing water, melting butter, or baking bread? Question 8. Which of these is not a sign that a chemical reaction has taken place? Boiling, bubbling, or blowing? Number 9. Sodium metal reacts with chlorine gas to form sodium chloride. What is the product of this reaction? Number 10. Rust forms when iron reacts with oxygen. The word equation is iron plus rust yields oxygen, iron plus oxygen yields rust, or iron yields rust plus oxygen. Now we will explore reactions involving acid. Weak acids like lemon juice are harmless, but strong acids are dangerous and must be handled carefully. Strong acids can react easily with materials like skin. We will focus on the chemical reactions of acids with metals and carbonates. Metals are typically solid, shiny, strong, and good conductors of heat and electricity. They can be changed into new substances through chemical reactions. The reaction of some metals with acids is called corrosion. Do all metals react with acids in the same way? Observe the reactions of sodium, magnesium, iron, lead, and copper with acid. Note the different reaction speeds and whether bubbles are produced. When a metal reacts with acid, it gets smaller. This is because the metal has reacted with some of the acid. The products of this chemical reaction are a salt and the gas hydrogen. Complete the word equation shown. Carbonates are chemicals containing carbon and oxygen. Like some metals, carbonates can also react with acids. For example, calcium carbonate reacts with acid to produce a gas that turns lime water cloudy. The other products of this reaction are a salt and water. Complete the word equation for the reaction of a carbonate with acid. Now we will explore reactions involving oxygen. Burning is a chemical reaction. When things burn, they react with oxygen in the air, releasing energy as heat and light. This chemical reaction is also called combustion. Can you name the 3 things needed for combustion? A fire requires all 3 parts of the fire triangle: oxygen, heat, and fuel. Fuel is any substance that can burn. Heat is the energy needed to start the reaction. Oxygen is the gas needed for burning. Consider how firefighters use this triangle to control fires. When a substance like carbon burns, it reacts with oxygen to form a new product. Complete the word equation for this reaction. Carbon plus oxygen yields what? Oxygen is a gas found in the air around us. Is oxygen the only gas found in the air?